When I look back over 21 years, I see that still there are barriers of fear that I would love to be able to help with humanity. That some people realize that there's a greatness inside. They realize there's a potential inside them to live life in a richer way, in a fuller way, in a more authentic way. But some fear holds them back. Some fear stops them from opening to the greatness inside them. It holds them back from expressing life the way it could be expressed. And so I think as I look forward, my deepest prayer is that we find ways to reach out to those who hold back because of fear. Because there's something much more magnificent in us than is normally expressed. And so my prayer is that we reach more people, that this work becomes more mainstream. It's complementary work. There is nothing deeply unusual about this. It's just an expression of humanity that can actually take the lid off the greatness and allow us to live different lives. There are a lot of people who don't relate to the words awaken, don't relate to anything spiritual. If there's spiritual jargon in any sentence, they kind of shut down to it and they negate any possible benefit. And so about 8 years ago, I started to ask myself, how could this type of work possibly be of benefit to the person on the street, the career person, the person who's just busy and focused on everyday life and wants to make money, wants to have a successful career, and doesn't have any ostensible interest in spiritual anything. And I sat down and began to inquire, well, what are the benefits here? What is this really about? And I realized that if we uncover the greatness inside, if we uncover our real potential, if we realize that life can be lived in a bigger, fuller way, on a personal level, with family at home, it tends to express more as understanding, compassion, love, in terms of relating to people at a deeper level, in terms of feeling whole and fulfilled, and living a life that is rich in a social and intimate way. In business, it's entirely different. What I soon realized is that if greatness is uncovered, the capacity to be large and to influence others in a positive way, if that plays out in the business arena, it looks like leadership. It is leadership. And so I began to inquire, okay, how can this work really uncover and foster quality leadership, conscious leadership? And what we do is we ask these questions. What is it that makes a leader? Who are the leaders you most admire? What are their qualities? And what stands between you and achieving a life of that quality, a life of that depth of influence and of reward? And that has been an extraordinary program that's rolled out over the last 8 years around the world and is now offering journey work in a relatively non-spiritual way, definitely not using spiritual jargon, and in a practical, focused way to uncover a capacity inside to achieve more, to build more in life. It means an abundance of love. It means an abundance of intimacy. It means an abundance of forgiveness. It means an abundance of the richness of anything and everything that your heart feels passionate about in life. Because most of us self-sabotage. Most of us kind of trip ourselves up along the way, and with negative internal self-talk and the conditioning of the past, which is a huge factor, conditioning in terms of the beliefs that we've been given, the beliefs that we've inherited, the vows and promises that we've made in a restrictive way internally, the other ways in which we've become conditioned by life and society and religion and circumstances. These factors all conspire to keep us small and living lives that are impoverished in terms of the emotional and lifestyle factors that we really yearn for inside. For most of us, we think that abundance is related to external factors, to gaining, to earning, to winning certain things in life. For me, it's the other way around. the greatest abundance in my life is the abundance of knowing myself and being absolutely content, fulfilled, and in love with life. That's real abundance.